Okay, so good morning, grade 10s, and to what I'd like us to do as a default is that by default we meet at the beginning of every one of our scheduled lessons. And we meet here on Google Meet, links up on Classroom. Let's see how it goes. We're going to play around with the different settings and things as well, just to make sure that we get the important things, which is the teaching and learning. So please give feedback if it's coming through and the sound is too soft or it's over amplifying or something like that. Let's not let those tech things get in our way. You can see I've had a bit of fun with the background here, as everyone has. Actually got a bit of green screen behind me and just trying to make this as simple and structured as possible. So that's kind of my motto for this term, is simple and structured. So what I thought would be useful is if to keep all our things organized, Google Classroom is sort of is only so helpful. I'm just looking at Bookly and others arriving. Welcome. So I find Google Classroom is helpful, but to a point. So I'm going to share quickly, but I'm going to leave the rest of the lesson for you to go through and explore the website that I've shared. And please just check that everything's shared with you properly and there isn't a file that says you need permissions. It's with you and your school account. So let me share, because this sharing seemed to work better. It was that one. Share. And I'm going to change this for the recording. Okay. So with a bit of luck, you can see our Google Classroom. Looks like you can, yeah. So there's our Google Classroom. I'm going to mainly use this Google Classroom for assignments, and then if there are one or two announcements, they can come here. But otherwise, our landing spot is going to be the website. So if you click on the website, you're going to get to everything here. I'm not going to go through it in detail because I want to kind of run through this quickly and then get any feedback from you so I can leave you to work, because the point is not about me teaching, but about the learning and getting feedback from you. So we've already joined the Google Meet. I want you just to read through this quick, how to approach the term. I've got some tips here, like working every day. A key one here is please submit a single PDF. And I don't mind what app you use. On Apple, there's a notes you can add to a PDF. I know on my Samsung, I can just do it in the Samsung notes. Otherwise, I'd use Adobe Scan. Mr. De Villiers is keen on Cam Scanner. They all do the same thing. They allow you a way that you can take photos of your work and submit them as one single PDF. That means that I can give you feedback. So, Spongo, welcome. Glad to see your Wi-Fi is hopefully holding out for now. So the reason for the PDFs is so that I can give you good feedback. So your test that you wrote at the end of last term, which is more of a worksheet than a test. You are going to write a test next week. That's a formal written test. It's a brand new test. If you click here, I've tried to give as many links as possible on the website so that it says go through the feedback in your test. You just click on that and it should take you through to that assignment. So it's as easy as possible for you to navigate through. And on that, I don't want to load up because just in case there's some feedback there, but have a look through. I've written on all your documents, and because it's a PDF, I've done all the hard work for those that emailed in, for those that sent in photographs. I added them into PDFs because it's so worthwhile. I really want you to see and read the feedback that I have for you. So I've thrown those into PDFs, but from now on, you must submit a PDF. Okay, so that's the first task, is join the Google Meet you have. Second one's read through how to approach. Third one's just look around the website. All of these things linked to our various places. The fourth is go through the feedback. And the fifth is that I've made videos. So if you go through the functions on the website, I've made videos on all of last year's test. So I made these the other day of each question. You don't have to go through every single one. If you know that you know how to sketch graphs, and the first bit sketching graphs, then you don't have to. But there is useful stuff on there as well. So maybe just go through them. Make sure you got pen in hand and write in your maths book, because what I want you to do tomorrow is carry on. If there's lots of stuff you want to do from last year's test, the one that you did at the end of term 2, then please just focus your time on that. And I'm going to make a Google Classroom assignment so that tomorrow you can submit your written work and I can give you feedback. If you aced the test at the end of last term, then please do the previous years, 2018. I said redo because I know that we did that as a practice. So I just really want you to do one of the previous tests and to hand it back into me. But I don't want to say do the last 3 years test and it takes you 7 hours. If you already did last year's test, don't redo it if you're quite comfortable with it. But I'll put that in the classroom link, and we are going to meet tomorrow at the beginning of the lesson. So have a look through, watch the videos. Please just send back to make sure that it's all, as I said, technically shared with you as well. Any notes that I make, so these notes that I've made in the test, are in this PDF embedded in the website. You can just click here to open up bigger, and there it is. So I don't know if Indy's here, but I'm going to pick on you, Indy, to say thank you. You really alerted me to something when we were doing the videos last time, and you said please go back to that side, and you went screenshot, because I know that you didn't have faith that I was actually going to share those slides afterwards, which I didn't. So it was an error on my part. So to try and fix that, to make sure that you've got all the notes that are in any of the videos, but you don't have to reopen up the videos, then I'll always scribble in the same document. So if you scroll down, it'll always be the same PDF that I've got loaded up here. So I just scribble on it, and then it's all in one place, always accessible. So you never have to worry about, oh, what did Mr. Evrard say there? I missed that part of the video. He was going through something quickly in the live presentation. Let me take a screenshot quickly. It does this all automatically. So it doesn't even rely on me at the end having to remember to do something. It'll happen automatically. If there's something useful from one of these sessions, I'm hitting record at the beginning of them. I'm only recording my own screen and myself. I'm not recording anything that's coming through from you, so there's nothing to worry about in terms of that. Obviously, the usual rules apply of, it's like school and things like that, but I'm a firm believer of not recording people, especially against their will. So it's just of me as well as my screen. So any questions you ask, I'll just repeat them and go through it that way. So that's a quick run through of just what to expect from this first section on functions and where to find things. As I said, I think that the website's a better, simple, structured place. It allows these videos to be embedded well, clearly to say Friday, this is what's expected. Monday, I'll put another post here, this is what's to be expected. I think it's a better place than going through the stream, which doesn't look that great, but we will use Classroom, especially for the assignments. So that's my long 10-minute ramble by the looks of it. So please, before you run off to the website, because we'll just want to see if there's anything you want to check in on, and then after that I really just want you to work. So I'm not going to say stay on the web call. I'm going to stay here for the whole hour, but I expect you to be working there as well. So in a second I'll just open it up. Just taking attendance. I'm trying out something here so that I'm just taking it automatically from whoever's in this meet. So I think we're almost all here, but I can just check that later. So that is that. I'm going to stop presenting, and please just start with any questions on, maybe open up the chat window or just unmute your microphone, or if you're happy and want to run off to the website, start watching those videos, getting working, then you're welcome to leave whenever you're happy with that as well. So anyone? Bye bye, Connor. Connor's keen to
So
get working. Yes.